Well, hello there. If you've ever wondered what winters in Montana are like, you have come to the right place. One of the questions I get asked most often on Zoom calls or when people call me from other states considering a move are about our winters and when we get the first snow and how long it lasts and the gray days. So that is a very difficult question to answer because the weather is always changing, but we did get snow in October this year. This is not the first year since I moved here 9 years ago that this has happened. So I just wanted to take you along on my drive today and let you know a little bit of what to expect, because another concern that many people have is about driving in the snow and how difficult that is. So let's just head out on the road and take a look. Just going to show you the difference between country roads and how clear they are versus major highways versus city driving. It's always exciting when a deer or wild turkey or some form of wildlife pops out in front of you as you're driving on the icy roads. Obviously slow down if you can, but don't go into a ditch or run off the road over it. So this clearly is an example of a country road, pretty much covered with snow, completely white. So here is an example of Highway 2 coming into town. The road here is much clearer, as you can see. It is best not to brake on a hill if you can help it. You'll also notice the gray skies. That's what we're talking about when we mention gray days in Montana. When the snow clouds roll in, it just kind of grays everything out. You should see beautiful mountains over there with snow caps, but you just can't see them today because of the snow clouds. Okay, so this is the entrance ramp to the Highway 93 bypass. It's pretty clear as well. A lot of times on the highways, you'll see that one lane is much clearer than the other. So if you don't mind going a little bit slower with everybody else, you can be in that lane. Really the trick to winter driving is just leaving a greater following distance, because you need more time to brake and slow down when things happen. Okay, so this is Reserve Drive in North Kalispell, and we're just gonna head on this street, turn into the Costco parking lot so you can kind of see what a parking lot looks like, and then hop back onto Highway 93 in northern Kalispell there. So you'll notice that the main road is pretty clear, but the turn lane is not very clear. It's still pretty white. So just make sure, again, that you're slowing down a little bit sooner before you hop over into that lane. Just stick with me to the end if you want to see what the day after looks like and kind of how the conditions can change within 24 hours. Roundabouts are always fun in winter. And here's the thing about winter driving if you're new to it. Well, one, it helps to have the right tools. So all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, the right tires. We can get away with all-weather tires and have, but you, depending on where you live, you might want to get studded tires or even chains. If you live up in Polbridge or something, that would be a great idea. But also, just when you get the first snow, when you've been here, it's not a bad idea to head out to an empty parking lot. When our girls were learning to drive, I took them out to the parking lot for Canvas Church. You know, there's only people there usually Sundays, Wednesdays, and then it's open the other times. And I would just have them try to spin the car and just get a feel for the handling and if they slid and what to do. It's a lot harder to do donuts with an all-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive vehicle versus the rear-wheel drive before. But that will help you gain confidence in your handling. And then another thing that we do, my husband and I, if it's just a fresh snowfall and we're heading out for the day, when you're going slow, 20 miles per hour or less, just exiting your neighborhood or coming up on a stop sign or something, make sure nobody's around you and you're not going to slide into, oncoming traffic or anything. But what we'll do oftentimes, if we can, is we'll slam on the brakes, and my husband calls it a brake check. And you can kind of see how your ABS system reacts and if you go sliding or kind of what the conditions of the road are beneath you. So that's a great way as well to get a feel for what you're driving on. And here's a brief clip of the road the day after. This is that country road that we started on. Sometimes this is the most dangerous time because it can be pretty clear and then you can be going at a good clip and hit a shady spot with some ice, and that can be a little bit dangerous. So just be careful there. The main highways and the main city roads were completely clear as well. You can also see that the clouds have blown away. The sun is shining. We can see the mountains in the distance, and it's just a beautiful day. The difference that a day can make here in Montana. Well, I hope this drive was helpful for you. If you do have additional questions or comments about driving or moving or anything else, feel free to give me a call anytime at 406-890-5390, or you can leave a comment below and I will respond to you. Have an amazing week. Do give a big thumbs up if this was helpful, and I will see you next time.